Hey everybody, today we are installing an under the seat universal lock box in an 03 Jeep Wrangler TJ. And the goal is to give myself some security when I'm messing around with the top off. Like today, the top is off, and if I go anywhere and leave my Jeep behind, then I've got no security for anything valuable that I may have with me. I've already installed a safe glove box. That worked out really good. Now we're going to install the Bestop under the seat lock box. And this dude is heavy, much heavier than I thought it would be. And it's pretty nice. It has some carpeting on the inside. Seems to lock strong. So according to this, it takes 15 minutes to install, which that's never accurate. Number one, skill level, easy. So that means any joker ought to be able to do it. Gives me the tools I need and a set of destructions. So it, if I can get the destructions flipped around here, it's got some mounting components that I need to put on it first, on the box itself. Then it says I need to remove the bolts off the front of the seat, loosen the bolts on the back of the seat, and then put that joker under there and bolt it down. So that's what we're going to do, and then tighten everything back up. So seems simple. Let's see what happens. So I've got the brackets on just like the destructions told me to, and my lovely bride came out to help. She is absolutely the best helper I've ever had in my entire life, and I enjoy it when she hangs out with me. According to this, I've got to take the bolts off of the bottom of the seat, off the front, and there's one there and one there. So I reckon I'll work on that next. You guys can hang out right there and watch. I had a ratchet and a socket. It was the correct size. Instructions say to loosen the bolts on the back of the seat, but don't take them out. So I've got one there, and if I move my seat all the way forward, which I did not, let's see if we can manage this. All right, you stay right there. A little bit of a close-up. If I move the seat all the way forward, there's a Torx bolt right there. Now I have gone ahead and just broke them loose. So I'm not going to show you how to do that. You just turn them. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. It's not rocket science. So those are loose. And now what I should be able to do maybe they are not loose enough. So this one's quite snug. So what I discovered was when my seat was all the way back, the back of the seat was hitting right there, and it wasn't allowing me to push it back far enough. So I slid the seat forward, pushed it back, this thing fell right in. One thing to be careful of is that there are wires down here, and you don't want that foot to be sitting on top of them. So now it's just a matter of lining up the bolt holes and putting the seat bolts back in. This one looks fine. This one over here looks like it could be a challenge. So let's see what we can do. Alright, that one right there, I'm probably really loud on this microphone, is a huge pain in the rear end. Not impossible, just difficult. But you will have to have one of them doohickeys. And I think that's the technical name for it, doohickey. So if you go into any auto parts store and ask for a 3/8 doohickey, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. Now it's just a matter of tightening up the rest of the bolts. Okay, so we installed the Bestop under the seat universal lock box in 6 easy steps. And it says it was easy. It says it takes 15 minutes. I think it took a little more. Maybe that's just because I'm slow. But there it is. It installed nicely, fit nicely. I did not have to do any alterations to anything. It was just a matter of loosening the seat bolts, taking the front ones out, loosening the back ones to allow you to tilt the seat back, and sliding the box underneath. It was a little bit of a challenge to get it under there, but actually I don't mind that. That means it would be incredibly hard to get it out of there. So that's not a bad thing. It has tabs that bolt down to the seat mounts, so you're actually bolted down on the front of it. And it looks alright. It's not in the way at all. And it makes for a nice, lockable, safe place to put things in your Jeep when you are out and about with the top off, as we are a lot. So I combined the Bestop under the seat safety box and the glove box vault. Who the heck made that? I can't remember. It's in another video. My wife just took off to find out. It doesn't really matter because this video is about this thing. Here's the tools I used. Screwdriver. That's just a goofy fancy, well, not fancy, but just a screwdriver. I needed a Torx head, a 45. Yeah, that glove box was made by Smittybilt. See if I can get it on there. Yeah, T45 was the Torx head that I used. There's one bolt in the seat that's Torx. The other three are 13 millimeter. So 13 millimeter, the what do you call this thing? Did they call it something in here? Universal joint. I should have known that. Universal joint, extension, ratchet. That was all the tools I needed. Piece of cake. No drilling, no fabricating, just unbolt and bolt back in. So piece of cake. I like it. I think that'll work out good, especially again being out and about, and if I have sunglasses or, well, anything, I can throw it in there and lock it up. So this will be my little safety box, and my bride's is the Smittybilt safety vault glove box. That was a little bit harder to install, and I don't think I've got it exactly perfect, but it works and it looks okay. So there you go. I am going to have a link to this in the description. I bought it on Amazon. I don't think it was too horribly expensive, but I was impressed at how heavy it is. I bet this unit itself weighs, God, I don't know, 7 or 8 pounds. I mean, it's heavy. I expected the glove box to be a lot of weight, and it wasn't, but this sure is. It's got nice roller bearing hinges. I don't know, I think it's built very, very good. It seems very, very strong, and it opens and closes nicely. So there you go, link in the description for this. Feel free to click on the link, go right to it on Amazon and purchase. And the video that I have about the Smittybilt glove box, there's also a link in the description for it. Again, I may list both of them on both videos just because I can, but I think these are really good ways to get some security in your Jeep. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them in the comments, and hope you enjoyed the video.